Alright, so I'm going to play the game again, but I first want to give a quick update that the camera should be way better now. Um, I figured out that OBS was not recording at a high resolution for the camera, so that's fixed. And also, I didn't like how the green screen worked in OBS Studio, and so I made my own plugin that I think works a lot better. So I'll probably make a video about that at some point, but that's the end of the announcement, so let's continue playing. All right, so last time I had completed the level Cardiff, and so now the goal is to connect the Bristol to the steel smelter, so deliver steel to Bristol. So let's do that. So we have the coal. The coal needs to go to the steel smelter, and also the iron ore needs to go to the steel smelter, and then steel needs to be delivered to Bristol. So let's build some trains. What's going on? Okay, I somehow got into simulation mode, I guess. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be long enough for a train with 4 carriages and the tender. And let's see here, we can probably just go like this way. So this is going to be the coal being delivered to the steel smelter. Guess we'll just go around here. And for simplicity, I think I'll just keep things in separate tracks. Okay, so that is going to be delivering the coal. I'll need to deliver some iron as well. So I'm thinking that I'll have the iron be delivered here. And just go around the backside like that. Okay, so that'll just be a short little train. It can just go back and forth. I guess it would be better to have multiple trains going on this coal line, most likely. But that might be a thing for the future, because in the world map, I don't really want to optimize things too much, because things will continue to unlock in it. And so prematurely optimizing before all of the different regions are unlocked seems a little counterproductive. So I'll probably just do something simple. In any case, I'm going to be delivering the stuff here. 1, 2, 5. And then I need to pick up the steel and take it over to Bristol. All right. Okay, so these are all going to be, I suppose, coal trains. So I'll need to have some coal storage here. So the coal will go to that, and then the trains will be resupplied, refueled from it. Let's build our train here. So it's going to be a coal train, and it's going to pick up iron ore. Got 4 of them. I think that's how long I built the platform. This one is going to be coal train, and it's going to get steel. Got a couple of those. I think I made a short little platform there. And then the coal mine. And this will, of course, have a coal train. And let's make sure that this runs. Everything is reasonable. Okay, that seems good. Okay, we're picking up iron ore here, and this guy is just chugging back and forth. I should probably make this wait. So go to the route and have this guy wait on steel smelter. Okay, does that work? Wow, look at that. It's pretty reasonable. Okay, so this should be satisfying Bristol. And I guess that we're probably not getting coal enough here. Yeah, I have a little bit of a surplus of iron ore. Not that much, actually. A little bit surprisingly. Okay, so that's fine. It's working well enough. And then what does Cardiff need? It needs coal. That's all. Okay, so let's just have this unlock Bristol. Look, we get a message from the Queen. I am most pleased with the connections established between Bristol and Cardiff, which have already begun to yield substantial benefits for our nation. With these successes in mind, I am eager to see how we might further extend our rail network throughout the greater expanse of England. Birmingham, as a thriving center of industry and commerce, is perfectly positioned to serve as a starting point for this expansion. Oh, great. So, you see here, Birmingham has become unlocked. Amazing. But there's something else. Tutorial region unlocked. Okay. You have satisfied the delivery needs of Bristol. Now you should expand your company throughout Britain. Completing a level unlocks neighboring regions to become playable and also unlocks the region to become deliverable in the world map. Delivering goods to all of the regions in a country in the world map unlocks neighboring countries to become playable. Eventually, you can expand your rail network over all of Europe. Whoa, all of Europe. It's so big. Okay. Yeah, so we did that. We might as well hook up Cardiff since it's simple. We just need to deliver some coal there. And what I'm thinking is instead of making an entirely new platform, maybe I'll just reuse this platform. Just for a bit of a difference, huh? So it's not going to need too much. So we can just maybe build a short little train here. And how long is that? That's 4 long. Okay. And just for simplicity, maybe let's have the depot over here so we don't get confused. So it can be a coal train and maybe just a little bit of coal. Just a little bit. And now we will need to have a little bit more complicated signaling here. I think we'll need a chain signal coming in. We'll need a block signal coming out and a two-way block signal here. That ought to do it. What we'll also need is a little bit more complicated routing. So, we can maybe rename this a little bit better. So this is like coal. How about coal to steel? And this one we can call coal to Cardiff. Okay, a little bit clearer. So coal to Cardiff. At this signal, we need to go here. And coal to steel, we need to go here. Simple enough. Let's make sure that works. Sure looks like it works. And it looks like the two cities are being satisfied at about the same rate. So that works out pretty well. Okay. Perfect. All right, now that we've done that, let's open up Birmingham. All right, another tutorial. There's a whole route editing mode that has not been mentioned yet. Oh, but I've been demonstrating it. Click the route button under the editing mode menu, or press F2, and click track, or press F1 to get back to track editing, right? So you can go between them, track and route editing, by clicking here, or pressing F1 and F2. When you are in route editing mode, a list of routes that are visible on the screen is shown in a new list window. Moving the screen will change this list, which makes zooming into a region of the map more useful when there are a large number of routes. You can click on the routes in that window to select the routes and shift-click to multi-select. The selected routes will be shown with their colors overlaid on the tracks. Alternatively, you can click on tracks to select all of the routes that pass through that track. If you want trains from different depots to share tracks, you need a way to specify that at junctions, trains from one depot should go in one direction and trains should go another direction. Oh, and that other train should go in another direction. This is done by selecting a signal and then adding by clicking the plus button or pressing A, or removing by clicking the minus button or pressing R. Then click on a destination signal within the junction. These modifications will apply only to the selected routes. Okay. Just to show what I was talking about with highlighting specific routes. So back here in the world map, we go into route mode. So if I click on the track, it shows all of the trains that go into that piece of the track. So I clicked on this thing where there are two routes, right? So those are the ones that are highlighted. If I were to click on here, then there's just one route that goes there, you see? So that gives you a way of drilling down. And also as I move around, so here there's these two are visible. If I go down here, now the iron ore and the steel routes are also relevant, so they show up in the list, right? So it narrows down the list based on what you can actually see. Okay. Anyhow, so what does Birmingham need? It needs meat and bread. Okay, so meat will come from a butcher, which needs cows or sheep. And we have a cow pasture here, so that's going to be the source of that. Are there, oh, there are two cow pastures. Okay. And then bread will come from the bakery, which takes wood and flour. clay if we have it, but I don't think we do. Yeah, no clay. Flour comes from the flour mill, and that takes wheat and flour, or wheat and coal to make more flour. So that'll be way more efficient. Okay, so let's do things. I guess meat will be the simplest one. So let's maybe try that first. So let's we can deliver to anywhere here. It might be best. So you want to deliver on a flat thing? Probably. How many should we be delivering? 4 or 5? Let's try 5. And so let's see here. Some track. Thinking probably a loop is a good idea. I think I'll go on the far side here. So I'm thinking to just pick up the meat, deliver it to the butcher, and pick it up at the butcher, just using one train. Because then I can get the ratio right. I think it'll be the simplest way to do it. I don't really need to decouple, probably. Oh, no, what we need though is we're gonna need fuel. So we need coal somehow. So we either need coal or we need a forest. Either one is kind of out of the way. So it's probably best to get the coal because those trains are faster. Okay, so we'll have to think about that. Okay, so we're going to have kind of a long train here, actually. Wait, what is the ratio? So 2 cows gives 2 meat. So there's 1-to-1 ratio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll do 3 of each. So we should probably have 3 things picking up here. Does it make sense, or do we want to split these? Because we could probably do faster loading and unloading. You know what? I think I will take it back. I think that maybe let's have these be separate loops. Might be better for loading and unloading as efficiently as possible. So let's make it 5 long. Then that's 5 long. Okay. So that will be 1 loop. Let's just delete that guy there. And okay. I think I want to change how these things are aligned. 3, 4. 4 long. Okay, or 5 long. Sure. Sure, why not? Okay, so that'll be 1 loop. And then we can have another loop over here, delivering the meat from the butcher. And I suppose that can be 5 long as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. There needs to be one longer because I'm going to need to get the fuel. So how are we going to have the fuel work, I wonder? Might be a little tricky. Probably have to reuse one of the tracks. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. So let's make this guy here. And as I said, we'll make a coal with 5 cows. And then over here with the butcher. Coal with 2, 3, 4, 5 meat. And we need to say where to stop. So stop there. And stop there. And you, my friend, you have a little more space. And that will have to stop there. And that will also. Okay, scooch over. Because the fuel will load from the front, and that's like the least important thing. It doesn't need to be as fast. Okay, so... Oh, oops, I need another signal over here. And this... Guess we'll put a signal here. Okay, hang on those cows. Alright, so that seems to be delivering. Working pretty well. This guy could probably wait. So I'll just tell it to wait. Okay. Now, for this to actually succeed, we also need some sort of fuel. So let's deliver some coal over. And I guess that we can reuse some section of the track. It seems a little excessive to make a whole new loading platform probably for it. Okay, so if all we're doing is having the coal be delivered, then we probably don't need a very long train. And we also probably don't need to use too much. We can probably just have one train that goes back and forth on this. I don't think we're going to have that much traffic really that's needed for just delivering coal. So I'll have a little bit of a complicated setup here in terms of signaling, I suppose. And this will need to be a coal train with some coal cars. It's probably too much. Definitely for the length of that track. It's too much. Okay. So let's make the signaling work. So for our coal train, well, I suppose first we need to make signals that make any sense. So we need a block signal here. We need a block signal here. We need a two-sided signal. Okay, with a chain there. I guess we probably also need a chain here. Okay. Yeah. That ought to be all right. And then, let's see here. So for the coal guy, we need to always go back there. I think that's it. And then for the meat guy, we need to always go here. Probably not that complicated signaling then. Okay. Let's see what happens. It would probably help if I actually put a storage area here. So yeah. Technically I don't need that. It's slightly cheaper. Okay, so it's delivering the coal. Great. Okay, does it go back? Yes, it goes back how it should. Fantastic. This is picking up the meat. It is delivering the meat. Okay. Things seem to be working. So I've at least gotten some basic meat delivery side of this working. And nothing should run out of any fuel. Okay, so let's do the more complicated part now, which is to do the baking. So there's a forest here, so we can deliver wood to the bakery. We need to deliver wheat to the flour mill. And flour to the bakery. So the flour mill will be busy, I think. There's a lot of stuff being delivered. Okay, so let's make fairly long trains going to it. And how can we align these trains with the wheat fields to be as good as possible? They're sort of awkward shapes. So I'm thinking to make it like 6 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm hoping I can just deliver everything onto one side of the flour mill. So how to do it? So if everything flows in from the right-hand side and flows out from the left-hand side, that could work. Because I think I want to have I think I should probably have some sort of roll-on, roll-off station. So, well, let's try something. And if it's not good, we can modify it. But I'm suspecting that we'll need at least 2 trains, so it might be best to make these some sort of a loop. I wonder if I should have like a loop that involves both of these wheat fields up here. Like, should I just do this type of deal to reduce the amount of track I'm using? folder. And this guy here could be its own little separate loop. Okay, well, let's try that. Okay, so those should be... Where do I want to have the trains come in? Cool, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll need a few of them, I suppose. And so I'm going to do the same sort of idea as I've done in the past and have the train sort of just roll past sometimes if there's a train already at the station. So this guy will need to have an option to go over there. I'm trying to remember. I think this ought to be fine. And then I think I wanted to always be forcing a load at the other station. Something like that. So we'll make both these blocking signals. That will be a free signal exiting. We'll need a chain signal entering and some more blocking signals. So something like that. And this, I guess I can move that up there. So, oops, no, I want it the other way. I want to encourage trains to go onto the platform. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I forgot I need a bridge. Okay. Looks fine, I suppose, except I need to have multiple platforms for unloading. So let's make some. So 1, 1. Okay, so chain signal. Then this is going to be a blocking. I need a track going to here, and I need a free signal there. Beautiful. Okay, so things will run out of fuel, is I guess the problem. Oh, and I keep on forgetting a bridge. Bridge. Lovely. Okay, seems to be working. Getting flour. So I need to deliver that flour to a bakery. I should probably also deliver coal. So perhaps I'll make another line for over here. And I'll make it a similar length train. And I think I can just hook in here, and it can use the same station and whatnot. Okay. So I'll need to, of course, put some signals to make things not crash. Oh, and what's this here? Did I mess up the signaling there? Yeah, I probably did. Okay. So there we go. Oops. And we need a... I'm not doing this very well, am I? Okay. So there we go. We've got our depot placed. We need coal. 6 coal cars. And we definitely need to change the routing here. So the coal here has to go to that station, and to that signal. And if we have wheat, we need to go the other way. Okay. And of course, I can't forget we need to store our coal to refuel the other trains. The flour mill does take coal, so the coal would be doing something useful regardless. But we would eventually have the trains just run out of fuel. Okay. And then we need to deliver our flour over to the bakery. So let's pick up the flour. How do we want to do that? Maybe make a 4-lane long train. Seems a little bit more efficient. Okay, so if we make a 4-long train, let the train come in like that. And it can... Of course, I miscalculated that. I guess we'll need more than one train, so we can make a little loop. But yeah, this all scoot over one. We need space for our platform. Make it 4-long. And what direction should it go? So this would be coal and flour. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a couple more trains. Let's go that way. No, let's go that way. Okay. I can make this guy wait, I suppose. Okay, it's waiting. Good. Okay, 3 trains. Seems about right. And then from the bakery, we need to pick up our bread. And we need to deliver wood. So 1 wood gives you 1 bread. So I'm thinking that this will just be a nice wood-powered train. And it will just go from here. Go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm to make it 6 long, 3 wood, and 3 bread. There? You're not there. Maybe over here. And we'll probably need to do a bit of a loop. Well, I don't know. How many trains, how much bread are we going to be making? We probably will need more than 1 train, so I'll make a loop. Or should we do pass-by sort of thing? Because loops are a lot more expensive in terms of track. Okay, let's see how far we can get with the pass-by. This might need to be longer. Okay. So, we'll need our train coming in here. It's wood, 3 wood, and 3 bread. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that. Did I calculate it right? Oh, almost. Okay, so he'll pick up the wood. Then I should really make a signal to stop. That'd probably be useful. Okay, so... So, how's the pass-by going to work? Do we have just a pass-by sort of station here? Like that? Will that be beautiful? So you'll have the trains come in here and then exit here. Let's try with 2 trains. Okay, so there's no flour there yet. So bakery is getting the wood. Okay, so we're generating bread. And the trains do pass by each other. So that's nice. Okay. So how's our bakery doing? We're actually not... Is that right? Okay, we're not doing it fast enough. We're accumulating flour. So I need more trains. How is our flour mill doing? Oh, we have so much flour. Oh man. Okay, so this might need beefing up. Well, let's complete. Okay, we delivered everything. So we have a score on the board. That's a good start. but there are improvements that can be made for sure. So we're generating flour too fast compared to how fast we can pick it up. So we need to pick it up faster. I wonder, is this like... I feel like this is too good of a ratio. I might need to adjust this. Because 3 wheat and a coal. So that's like generating as much output as there is input, which seems a little excessive. Like maybe it should generate 3 flour instead of 4 flour. So I might have to change that and come back. I'm not sure I want to optimize it too much if I'm going to change the balance of things. Okay, so I'll table that for a moment, but let's try improving this. Okay. And we need to double this up as well. So that, and that, I suppose. And we need platform and a bridge. We need 2 bridges. Okay. Okay. We've got a little mistake here, which is that we need to have some signals to allow the trains to split where we go. And please don't take me so long. Okay. It's better. So how are we doing in terms of our flour? It is probably still accumulating too fast. Like I mentioned, I should probably adjust this. What is this? Mechanism in 2 weeks gives 8 flour. This is so out of whack. That feels not good. Okay. I'll need to tweak that. But how's this doing? We now have an excess of flour still. I mean, if anything, I would imagine that there would be more of an excess. Okay, so I don't think we can just add another train here. Oh, we can. Amazing. Is that... That's not too bad. Okay, so that's as fast as it goes, though. So if we want any faster, we need more trains. Okay, so that was still better. That was a lot better by 52,000. We need more trains, though. We're producing more flour. Okay, well, I guess we double track the whole thing. Right. So we still need that. It's not as beautiful as it could be. Let's do something like this. Okay, and then maybe go a little bit distance here and have a little turnaround. Okay, so what direction should things go? They should probably be going from over here. Oopsie, selected a little too much. Okay, so we want to go there. And this needs a signal. Now this is going to be the back end of the train, isn't it? So we need all of this to scoot over. Or do we? We don't need it to scoot over. We just need to place our signals appropriately, don't we? 1, 2, 3. So if we put a signal like here, does that work? Oh man. Not sure. It might be kind of ugly. Is that right? Oh. Oh wait, it didn't have... That is perfect. Okay, amazing. Great. A little bit of a bendy station, but hey, if it works, it works. Okay, so that cost more track. It was faster though. So yeah, so it cost 2,000 more track, but it was actually faster even with the same number of trains. But now we can support more trains. Better by 8,000. Wait, do I have too many trains? What if I do that? Better by another 2,000. Okay, so 4 is optimal at the moment. But, well, I guess we want to see... Okay, we don't have enough flour anymore. We're picking it all up. So that's why having another train didn't help. And here, lots of flour. So I need to pick up the flour faster somehow. Okay, so I think that this is where I'm going to stop because I think I actually need to change something about this balance. It feels wrong. I don't want to go too far into optimizing picking up the flour as fast as possible when it feels like just there's something needs to be changed. So, okay, I'm going to call it here, and I'll continue with optimizing this level in another video.